We used to have these large-scale murals that kind of reflected the life of, life in Chinatown at the time. So I wanted to bring that back. Murals that are whimsical, that reflect the culture and the everyday lives of the residents of this area and the history. So here goes the Chinatown Mural Project. My name is Colin Chan.
都係佢，係佢咯，係佢。
I'm a community activist. I'm also a resident of the Chinatown neighborhood for over 60 years now. I'm calling this phase of the program Art for Recovery. We're creating Instagram spots. We're bringing people into the neighborhood. This pandemic started in Chinatown way before we even got our first confirmed case of coronavirus in New York City. People were taking precautions way early. Most of the residents here started wearing the face mask back in December. When news broke overseas of this coronavirus, people started avoiding this neighborhood. You see something that's not right, you kind of feel, hey, let's do something about it. So you want something done, you got to get it done yourself.
Someone's gonna steal these.
The pandemic actually refreshed my mind. I paid for the materials that was required to paint, and then I started a GoFundMe just to help. Sometimes you need to rent equipment. I wanted to create something that would draw people into the neighborhood. So as they crawl around the neighborhood looking for our murals, hopefully they'll buy something from one of our shops or grab something to eat down here. So that's where the Art for Recovery comes in. And I spoke to a couple of artists, but it didn't click. I was doing a rally to save the grammar school I went to, and I met Peachy Tao, and she came down and drew two dragons on the construction wall surrounding the building. With her art, it's a total fit with why I envisioned. I loved it, and I just kind of asked her, do you do murals?
4 years ago, I did my first mural with a group called Thrive Collective. My name is Peach. Last name is Tao. I'm a muralist and illustrator. Obviously, it's about some of the Chinese culture that I really like. This project, mainly I was able to paint whatever I want. For me, Chinatown is not China. It's a special mix, and it has its own unique personality. For me, that's one of the things I enjoy being a muralist. So it allowed me to learn about the different aspects of New York City. Otherwise, I would probably never really think about. I start to learn about the history and then a lot of the problems and then the generational problems in Chinatown. And it's really interesting and fascinating. All the early immigrations happening in Lower Manhattan together with Chinatown, that kind of thriving and hard work spirit embodied the best of both Chinese culture and the New York spirit. The second mural is my personal favorite. It's 4 pigeons playing mahjong. And that image is something I had in my head for a very long time. I just didn't know how or exactly where that I can let it out. We got a perfect place for it, and people really like that one a lot. I think that's because it comes from my own observation of the whole Chinatown spirit.
Mahjong Social was an amazing mural. It's in a neighborhood that's gentrified at this moment. We incorporated tenement buildings, we incorporated LGBT, Black Lives Matter, we even dressed up the pigeons. It pays homage to the the Jewish and Chinese immigrant roots of this neighborhood down on Orchard Street. That was predominantly Jewish and with Chinese families.
Right across
So this is like a perfect collaboration between activists and artists. Everybody loves it. The residents here love it. Because, they can relate to it. I'm the founder and organizer of the project, but she's the artist.